This is how my fully automated electric car charging works. I'm using Home Assistant, which calculates how much solar power my photovoltaic system is producing and what is the total house energy consumption. It also considers the PV battery state of charge, and then it just adapts the charging current to the EV by increasing it or decreasing it accordingly. Everything is controlled by one home automation that is simpler than tying your shoes. I have written down every step I did in great detail in this free PDF that goes with this video. But let me show you the main things here as well. I'm using the inverter, which is having a very good working Home Assistant integration. As a result, I'm having every tiny detail of my PV system available inside Home Assistant as sensors and entities. From all this stuff that the integration provides, I'm using only three main things. The total PV power, that is what my PV system is producing, total load power, that is what my household is consuming, and PV battery SOC or state of charge. Next important component is the EV charging station, which needs to support two things. First one is the possibility to increase or decrease the charging current dynamically without having to disconnect the EV. And second, it should allow Home Assistant integration so that I can start and stop the charging and also to change the charging current remotely. I found such charging station in AliExpress. It is very well built and it is super affordable. Of course, I'll share all the details with you. Everything is fully transparent here. You will find exactly how I added the inverter and the charging station to my Home Assistant in a clear, well-structured PDF guide. I've created this free PDF to go along with the video, and you can download it right now. It includes everything you need in one place, all the links, full instructions, and a step-by-step simplified walkthrough that's easy to follow. To get the PDF, just click the link in the description, follow the provided link or scan that QR code. Then enter your name and email address and confirm your email. This helps me make sure you're not a robot. Once confirmed, you'll be added to my mailing list and the PDF will automatically download to your device. It's yours to keep. By signing up, you also join my free PDF club and you receive my weekly emails with helpful articles, updates and special offers. It's a completely free service, and if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe anytime with just one click. So, once I have the inverter, that is the brain of any photovoltaic system, and the charging station in my Home Assistant, I created this super simple yet crazy useful automation. Here is a breakdown. First, I created one slider to set the minimum PV battery state of charge required for the dynamic EV charging, and a toggle switch to enable or disable the dynamic electric car charging altogether. These two things are actually two Home Assistant helpers that can be created in seconds, and again, all the details of how you can do the same are in the PDF. Once I have the helpers ready, I created a Home Assistant automation that is doing the following. Every 3 minutes, it checks a few key things. First, it looks at my dynamic EV charging toggle and the battery state of charge. If the toggle is turned on and the battery is above the minimum level I've set with my slider, then it checks my solar production. If my solar panels are generating more power than my home is using, by more than 0.5 kilowatts, it increases the EV charging speed by 2 amps. And vice versa, if my home is using more power than the panels are producing by more than 0.5 kilowatts, it decreases the charging speed by 2 amps. And if the difference is small, within that 0.5 kilowatt range, it keeps the current charging level unchanged. Also, if my PV battery drops below the minimum level I set, the system automatically limits charging to 6 amps in total, which is the minimal speed that my EV charger supports to save power. All of that runs quietly in the background every 3 minutes, keeping everything smart, efficient, dynamic, and in balance. Detailed breakdown, full YAML code of the automation, and more explanations can be found in my PDF that I told you about. Now, if you don't have a PV system but you want to charge your EV in an optimal way with focus on off-peak or night tariff, then check this video of mine where I'm talking exactly about this. Thank you for charging the batteries with me. I'm Kirill and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!